Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm going to do another classic rock reaction. This one is called Baby Come On Home by the English rock group Led Zeppelin. Let's go. Oh yeah.
There was a time I used to call you on my very own. We were so happy,
Bluesy.
woman, talking for hours and hours on the telephone. Then one day I said you up and walked right out of my life, leaving me
Got
all
piano in
by
there.
myself, all alone to cry every night. Oh, I want you to come back home, yeah.
Soulful.
Sweet little girl, you've been away so long. Now listen to me.
Oh, listen to
Said
the
I
organ.
made up my mind. A woman, when you left me there, oh, I was gonna find another sweet lover. I'm gonna feel all of my care. So I met a sweet
Great
little
voice, man.
girl, just about as nice as she could be.
That organ is killing me.
I fell in love with that woman, but you turned around, I did the same thing again to me. Oh, baby, baby, please come home. Come home, yeah, Lord. I know
Wow, man.
you've been away so long.
Listen to this guy's range. Wow. Hold up, man. Wow. I am blown clear away here, man. First impressions. A friend of mine told me to react to this song. He warned me that this song is not a part of their more popular, commonplace mainstays. It's not a part of the real meat and fiber of Led Zeppelin, but it's got that deep, bluesy, soulful, gutsy kind of singing that I really like. And the way this came about, first off, was I'm still missing Aretha Franklin. And I was commenting to my buddy Paul about how we're not going to get too many singers to come along like that who have that soulful, deep kind of delivery. And he said, all right, listen, man, now that you're doing classic rock, I need you to react to a particular song by Led Zeppelin, because you're going to get that feeling that, when Aretha sings and she hits certain notes, you get that feeling, you get a buzz and a vibe, sometimes it's like little tingles. He says that this song gives him those same vibes. So I had to react to this tune, man. And you know what? I know what he's talking about. Just what is it, like 2 minutes in, and I'm getting that strong, soulful delivery, and it's fantastic. Okay, enough talking. Let's go.
So I made up my mind. I can't even walk down the same old streets we used to walk down. Cause I keep thinking about all the
organ.
time. Keep thinking about it, I wanna make you mine. Oh, babe, please come home, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gone too long. I want you to, I want you to come back running home to me one more.
Wow. Good
I
harmony.
want you to think about when we walked through the trees together. You know we had such a real good time. Oh, can I believe it's all falling? You feel the brown leaf against your face. You wanna sing and shout.
Wow, man. Huh. Wow. That was excellent. My friends know me really well, and they know what I would like, what would draw me in, what would get me, and god damn, this drew me in, and it's got me. Let's let's break this down. Let's break down all of these triggers that got me. The soulfulness in this guy's voice, and I'm keeping in mind that they started in '68, so he was a kid here. He was like in his maybe he was around 20. All of that passion and soul coming out of this little 20-year-old man. Holy cow. Of course, the musicianship is incredible here. The drummer is fantastic. I really gotta look into that bass player, because he is on point. He's on par with the bass player from Black Sabbath, Butler. But he's got this guy, the bass player, John Paul Jones. He's got a bit more of a classical, bluesy touch to him, and I just love how he carries the song. He is the foundation of the music, and then everything else is built around him. This guy, John Paul Jones. Yeah, man. Fantastic. I appreciate the foundation of a song, and my attention goes straight to the bass and the drums. The bass is the foundation, the drums keeps the pace, and then everything else is built on top. But there is something in there that really got me. The presence of the organ really helped to accommodate the singers lamenting. When a singer is singing in a way that's emotional and it's in a lamenting state, an organ coming in really helps to encapsulate that emotion and help with the delivery. Man, the organ was fantastic. It's too bad those days are gone where you have really good organ in classic music, classic rock. There was some piano in there too, which was really nice. And the strumming I noticed from the beginning. And it took me back to, there was a song from Chicago that my dad used to always listen to on his old 8-tracks. It's a slow, sombering song called, hang on a sec, I gotta sing it. As time goes on, I realize just what you mean to me. And now that I'm here, promise your love remains to share in your dreams, our moments together. Color My World. It's called Color My World from Chicago. And this stringing of it is a nice sombering stringing, and I noticed that from the guitarist in the beginning setting the tone of the song. The singer starts off in a nice slow somber pace, and then of course the emotional content is pitched in. But I noticed these things in the creation of the song. All of these things come together and they're all triggers. And like I said, man, my friends know me well. They knew what would get me. I'm sure going forward I'm going to enjoy all of Led Zeppelin stuff, but there are some stuff, I guess, on the periphery of their core that is still worth a listen. And Paul, man, thank you. This is definitely worth a listen. So okay, enough of that. Let me get into Led Zeppelin a little bit and a touch of the history of this song. Good old Wikipedia, man. Where would we be without it? So song facts, Wikipedia. Okay, there we go. Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin were an English rock band formed in London in 1968. The group consisted of guitarist Jimmy Page, singer Robert Plant, bassist and keyboardist John Paul Jones, and drummer John Bonham. The band's heavy guitar-driven sound has led them to be cited as one of the progenitors of heavy metal. I think that just means pioneers. Their style drew from a wide variety of influences, including blues, psychedelia, and folk music. After changing their name from the New Yardbirds, Led Zeppelin signed a deal with Atlantic Records that afforded them considerable artistic freedom. Although the group were initially unpopular with critics, they achieved significant commercial success. Sorry about the background noise, that's my neighbor taking a shower. Led Zeppelin are widely considered one of the most successful, innovative, and influential rock groups in history. They are one of the best-selling music artists in the history of audio recording. Various sources estimate the group's record sales at 200 to 300 million units worldwide. With RIAA certified sales of 111.5 million units, they are the second best-selling band in the US. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1995. The museum's biography of the band states that they were as influential during the 70s as the Beatles were during the 60s. Wow. Formation of the song. Baby Come On Home is a soul song. It's a tribute to Burt Burns, an American songwriter and producer who died in 1967. The song is a combination of two different blues songs Burns wrote in the mid-60s. Led Zeppelin recorded this for their first album, but it was not released until Coda in 1993, a collection of outtakes which came out after the band stopped recording. The song was also recorded as a bonus track on the CD edition. Wow, so these guys recorded this song at the very onset of their career. So, yeah, over 30 something years before it was released, man. History of the song continued. The track stems from an old master reel labeled Yardbirds, October 10th, 1968. Led Zeppelin were called the New Yardbirds during their first months of existence. The master tape went missing for a number of years and allegedly turned up in a garbage bin outside Olympic Studios following the renovation in 1991. It was mixed for a much belated release in 1993. The song was originally recorded under the title Tribute to Burt Burns. Okay, that's song facts. That's the history of this song, Baby Come On Home. Wow. Incredible story about the song. I now know what my friend Paul was saying, that it's a lost gem. He literally means that it was lost. It wasn't just a distant song out there that never really got any airplay. It was actually missing. Okay, I get it now. So many things I'm learning. But first off, before I forget, I made a note to myself. I want to give a shout out to Barney, USMC, US Marine Corps. Thanks very much for the video footage and the song attached to it. Nice and clear, and the picture there is very, very good. Captures them when they were young and in the studio. So thanks, Barney, US Marine Corps. Appreciate it. Also appreciate your service, man. Much love. The vocals in this song ultimately is the highlight of this song. All of those fantastic pieces of instrumentation is powerful, but it really, really helps to launch the fantastic vocals from this guy, Robert Plant. And back then in 1968, I was right, he was like at the most 20, and just came over from England, and it was one of their first tracks that they recorded, and then they lost it. How in the world could you lose something like this? It's like throwing away gold. And it doesn't tell me much reading Wikipedia song facts, so I bet you guys know. How in the world could they be so careless and lose something like this, right? I mean, better late than never. Thankfully we've got it, but I'm betting back then this song would have done fantastic commercially, because back then were the times of the soul singers like Aretha Franklin. And like my buddy was saying, that he is very, very comparable in many ways to her singing style. And as the song was going on and he was hitting some of those notes, I found myself drifting for a second and thinking about her, thinking about how she sang. And I grew up listening to her. That was my part of my beat. That was part of my base of growing. And so, with her being gone now, and I'm still in that state of missing her, and hearing this song, wow, it's just taking me. And I really give this guy props for his singing ability, especially at such a young age. And I've heard it said often that rock singers don't get the accolade and the credit that they rightfully deserve for their singing abilities. And I completely agree with that. I've heard this said a number of times by my friends who are rock fans, and they don't get enough credit for their singing ability, as well as their composing of songs and lyrics. Now I'm thinking of Black Sabbath and those fantastic songs that they wrote about the anti-war element, War Pigs, Children of the Grave, Hand of Doom, their writing lyrically is just incredible. So coming back here now to this singer of Led Zeppelin, he is to me, and I don't want to disrespect anyone, I'm sorry, he is to me on par with Aretha Franklin singing ability. You could take Aretha and put her to cover his singing in the band. You can take Robert Plant and have him cover her songs, and the result will still be, on both sides, a masterful delivery of the music content.
You make me feel like a natural woman. You really make me feel. You make me feel like a natural woman.
Some might be triggered by this comparison. I'm sorry, I apologize, I don't want to offend anyone, but this is my personal feeling. Let me know if you think I'm out to lunch, or if I'm on it. I feel that I'm on it, and just listening to this guy sing gave me those vibes, gave me those tingles that she gives me when she sings. Okay, I'll move on from that. Did I leave any notes here for myself? Yeah, what this song is about is addressing this guy's sense of loss and his lack of luck in relationships with women. And he's pleading and lamenting to, I believe it's his first love, to let's try again, let's go back. And he's trying to remind her of the great times they've had. And the shit that came afterwards that broke them up doesn't really matter. He's probably wiser, he's changed, so let's try again. And the pleading in it, the lamenting, the delivery of it is very, very strong and emotional. The emotional content of his singing and his delivery is awesome. Could you imagine being the woman, being his ex, and having him sing that to you? You know, what effect would that have? I mean, that is a powerful, powerful song. And what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, moving forward here, I want to thank you guys for receiving my content as well as you have, and also kind of keeping me focused, because I can only dig up so many things from Wikipedia song facts, but a lot of the things that I've learned, I would say 50% of what I know now, came directly from you guys, my YouTube associates, because you've got knowledge that I can't find going online. I mean, I can probably find it, but you're fast tracking me and cutting through and saving me, hours, probably days of reading. So thank you very much for giving me an orientation and commenting and telling me, giving me some background facts and some information, and keeping me focused on the fast track. I'm not going to ignore everything, but I like the fast track of learning. Like example, Pink Floyd, I reacted to a Pink Floyd song the other day, and the amount of comments that came through it was complimentary, but it was also correctional in the sense that this is what you really need to focus on. And I love that because it puts me on the fast track of getting to know the core of the music, and then I will fan out after, kind of like on my own time as I go. But I think you're right. That's everybody out there. I think you're right. I'm gonna go into the core, and then I'm gonna fan out afterwards. That's what I'm gonna do. So my buddy John was saying about Pink Floyd, start all the way from 1987 and work your way back. Well, I think I'm going to trump that and listen to you guys and go into the core and start with the core stuff. So thank you for all of those comments. Thank you for the direction, and I'm going to follow your advices. In regards to Led Zeppelin, though, let me know if they have any more of this bluesy, strong, powerful kind of music that you don't hear in the regular airwaves. I've never heard of this song. I've never heard of Since I've Been Loving You. And if they have more of those songs like these, man, let me know, because I will check those out first, and then after I will focus on all of the other really great songs that you recommend. But man, this stuff is right up my alley, that soulful singing. It took me back to when I was a kid, actually, in church, and there was the odd, really awesome singer in church who could really pull it out like this. And so this song has me triggered on a number of different levels. So thanks to my buddy Paul again, I appreciate it. And to all of you again, thank you for all of the comments and all of the instructions. I appreciate that too. I knew the community was going to be good. I didn't know the community was going to be so good so immediately, and I appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right, I think that's it for me, man. I don't have any more notes here. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for discovering this stuff with me. I bet you for a lot of you, this is the first time you've probably heard this song too, because supposedly it's so outside of their core. So hopefully we experienced it for the first time together. Anyway, man, that's it for me. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you in another reaction. Take care. Peace.